If you find the link, you want to share it to like the Rodons or the Satterfields because they're probably not at the Bible talk right now because
Good point.
they have a newborn baby and I will share it in the chat from Liz's phone.
I'm sharing it right now with my husband and the Satterfields.
Appreciate you. Something went wrong. I'm live. There I am. I can see my face.
Yeah, you want me to go up there? Want me to go up there? She's going up.
Uh-oh. You want to send it to Mama K?
Yes.
Alright. So, tonight we had nachos and they were delicious. Anyone opposed to this comment?
No.
Alright, we are all in agreement. Perfect. Yes. So, tonight I bring to you a discussion, but I decided to change things up a little bit because I had my quiet time today and I'm reading in Luke and I was like, parables are pretty fun.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to look at today is the parable of the lost sheep. But we're going to go to Matthew 18 for that. But before we get there, you can turn there to get a head start if you want. Before we read it, I have an icebreaker question for you. And that question is, what is something that you lose all the time?
My mind.
My mind! All of us. All right, we're going to start this way. We'll work our way around. And your name?
My name is Liz.
Hi,
Liz.
Yeah.
And guys, I've been looking for my 3 pairs of kitchen scissors since we moved in.
And they all show up at different points in
I know,
time.
what's hilarious is there's always just one in my kitchen. And then at one point, all 3 came back about 6 months after we moved. And now there's only one again.
Oh wow.
And so, like, my regular scissors, my good, I don't know where my good kitchen scissors are now.
It makes me sad.
Like, yeah, no, so I have really good kitchen scissors and they're gone.
So pray for them to show up, please.
Yeah, so for like 6 months I just had the good kitchen scissors and my kind of junky and medium good scissors were gone. And now I just have the medium. So I have the okay scissors.
Okay.
These are good ones, Liz.
Yeah, man. I'm literally like, and the good ones are gone. I don't know where they are.
And my egg.
Yeah. My olive oil bottle's gone too.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know how that happened, but it's okay.
Sadness.
That's weird.
All right. Going around the circle, who would like to go next? Something you always lose.
All right.
All right.
Let me see. My name's Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, Corey. If you don't know. I don't know. I have a pretty good sense of awareness. If I were to lose something,
Besides your mind.
I think my headphones.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I usually do my 6-count check before I leave the house.
The pocket
Yeah.
check. Yep.
So I have 6 things that I always carry with me at all times.
That's a lot.
This is number 6, and it's usually in a different pocket or in a coat. There was a time where this was actually in my blazer. It was in my closet, and I was like, I guess I lost it. And I was okay with that. I'm content in every circumstance. But then I took it out, went to church one day, put my blazer on, and I'm like, huh, all right, I guess I don't have to buy a new pair. It was like 3 months I'm missing this.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so,
That's how I felt about my favorite.
so yeah, my headphones.
Thank you for sharing. That's it. All right.
Hi, you guys. My name's Devin.
Hello, Devin.
One thing I always lose at is fighting with my wife, even though
He took one for the team. He took one for the team.
get those extra brownie points.
I'll get you a couple wins.
No, even though I know I'm right, so lesson to you unmarried men, you're always wrong. Especially when you're right.
Take the L.
Keep that in mind.
All right. All right. Who would like to go next?
Hi everyone, my name's Cliff.
Hi, Cliff.
Cliff.
Things I lose all the time is my keys.
Dang.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't find them, they're misplaced somewhere, and then I end up finding them in various places. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, alright.
Were you locked out of your house for a little bit the other day?
That's my proof.
Well,
When we went to Sunday, I was like, I'm locked out of my house, but I'm here. It's good.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Let's read the Bible.
Hey.
Hopefully not.
We'll get it at some point, sometime.
Nancy will come back and
I'm always rescuing them.
Is that how you guys met?
Okay, who would like to go next? Okay.
I'm random, but I lose my socks a lot. Like
Oh,
the
girl.
fairy tale.
The sock fairy, the sock gnomes.
The dryer.
I don't know where it is. I think I'm gonna like two pair now.
Me too. I need to buy some socks.
Boy, bro.
They eat them.
Yeah.
Sad, man.
Oh man, all right, sock gnomes, cool. All right.
Yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm Becca.
Oh, I'm Ronnie.
I feel like we all know each other.
And then if you know me, you know that I'm known for losing stuff, and it's always different what I lose. I think this month, it's been my jewelry. I've been losing my jewelry a lot this month.
Oh,
So,
Dang.
yeah, but I'm known for losing stuff. You know, I say that humbly.
All right. All right.
My name is Jenny, and I always lose track of time.
Ah, I'm guilty of that one.
I constantly now have alarms to let me know, hey,
Hey,
this is happening in 30 minutes. This is happening in 10 minutes.
otherwise CP time kicks in real hard. It's a serious thing.
That is a serious
It's a serious thing.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else on this side want to go?
Jeremy?
Okay. Okay, Mama Charlotte.
Yes, I'm Charlotte, and I lose my glasses a lot. So,
Ah.
yeah, sometimes they're up here. I'm like, oh, they're up there. So now I try to keep a pair upstairs and a pair downstairs.
Ah.
So I'm working on that.
And then a pair in the car and a pair. All right.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Anyone else?
My name is Tammy, and I always lose my phone.
Girl.
Do you lose it or do your kids just take it?
You never know.
All of the above.
All of the above. Oh man.
Or my pens. I just got pens like Nancy, and I had them for a day and they're gone. And I literally begged my husband to get it for me, and I'm like, I don't have these colors. And I looked everywhere, they're gone. And I saw her pen, and I'm like, is that mine?
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. That was great. That was great. So, thank you everyone for sharing. My name is Nick once again, and I am also notorious. If you ask my friend, I always forget one thing when I leave the house. There's always, it doesn't. It's not the same thing. It's always one thing though. Like I do my pocket check, and then I'm like, oh wait, I forgot my water bottle. I get my water bottle, go back to the car. Oh wait, I forgot this. I went to LA, came back. My brother was like, "Hey, you left your sweat, so I'm commandeering these things." So it's like there's always one thing. But I gotta ask you now the follow-up question: how does it feel once you find that thing that you keep losing?
I don't know, it depends on if I blame somebody else.
It's your fault.
If I blame somebody else, then it's kind of like, okay, cool, yeah.
Jenny.
Yeah, it feels awesome when I'm finally on time for something.
Amen.
Not only am I on time, I'm early.
I got time.
I'm here.
I'm here.
There's one time I lost my watch.
Mm.
And I spent a lot of money on it. And I was like, I was okay with it. I was like, all right, I lost it. It's gone. I don't know where it could be. It's okay. But when I found it, it was at somebody's house. I showed up at their house again. And you're like, oh, by the way, you left this here. And I was like, oh my God. I'm so happy I don't have to get another watch. I love it. It's great. It's green. It's
So where's it now?
It's an hour behind, so I don't wear it. I can. I will wear it.
He's gonna wait till daylight savings time. Oh man.
He's losing time like Jenny.
So,
I just leave it at home. I'm like, I'll fix it.
all right.
Gosh.
Good reason, bro.
You win, Corey. You win with that one. And so we're going to jump in our Bibles to Matthew chapter 18. Oh man, that was great. No, someone's in there.
Someone's there.
Okay.
There's not a bathtub, sir.
Yeah, it's already getting loose.
Well, I guess you gotta wait, buddy.
Yeah.
All patient.
Okay. Matthew 18 and verse 10.
Amen.
And this is, like I said, the parable of the wandering sheep or the lost sheep. And it says, "See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. What do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will not he leave the 99 on the hill and go look for the one that wandered off? And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he is happier about the one sheep than the 99 that did not wander off. In the same way, your Father in heaven is not willing to let that any of these little ones should perish." And so to give a little context, Jesus is speaking to his disciples right now. He pulled them aside. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm going to teach you a few things." And there were little kids coming up trying to hang out with Jesus. And the disciples were like, "Hey, keep them away. No, you snot-nosed little brats. Stay away from my master. Nah. Ultimate defense." They were the steel curtain before the steel curtain that was the Steelers, right? And Jesus rebukes them. And he's like, "Hey, the kingdom belongs to them." And he's like, "Hey, when you look at it, if anyone separates them from God, then it's worse for them all." But I want to ask you, why do you think he uses the example of 99 sheep and one walking away?
I mean, it's kind of like Tammy and her 20 kids. But if she loses one, she gonna freak out. Like, let's be real. As much as you know what I mean, she's not gonna be like, "Oh, well, I got more." You know what I mean? No, she's gonna be like, "Where's my child?"
Definitely. Anyone else? Thoughts on this?
I know the number 100 has like significance, and so just it means like a grand number, you know. And to leave a mass to follow the one, it just puts so much importance on that one thing. You know, like I feel like we all have like 99 problems. And the one thing that we do need to chase after is Jesus, who was the blood of the Lamb.
There you go.
You know, so it's like us, like the idea of like God will go after the one out of 100.
Yeah. So we got 99 problems and God ain't one.
Yeah, I mean, I like what everyone said, and I like agree with you. Like, you know, you lose one, it matters. It's, but it doesn't matter how many people. Like, what that one person is just as important as the 99 people. And so, I think like that large number, it just shows because we're pretty crowded here, you know, and like, you know, if one of us is missing, like, you know, it would matter. You know, we're all important.
Yeah. Thank you. That's awesome. And so you look at this, and I love how Jesus sets it up, because he says, "Hey, there's the 99," but it's like, okay, well, we gotta ask ourselves, well, why would he leave the 99? Why would the shepherd leave his flock? Right? You think about that, and some theologians theorize this because he was trying to give an example to not just the disciples, but to the religious leaders at that time. That, hey, if you're self-righteous, you could just be there by yourself. And sometimes don't we think we can do things without God? It's like we sit there and we're like, you know, life's pretty good, bills are paid, roof over the head, I got some good nachos tonight.
Some good cake. Yeah.
Some good cake. Like, me and God, we're good. It's gonna be okay. And then God's like, "You're not even sitting next to me. I'm not even in the room." And then it's like, there's the one person who's like, hey, he's drawing them in. He's like, "Hey, I want to spend time with you." It's like my dog Bentley right here. When he gets out the cage, he's like, "Please spend time with me."
Yeah.
I will say right next to you, pet me.
Yeah.
Please, pet me. I need attention. But what's even cooler about this is we see there's a little subscript for verse 11. And there's a reference to Luke chapter 19, verse 10. It says, "For the Son of Man came to seek and save what was lost." And a lot of the times we don't realize when we're lost until Jesus points it out to us. I don't know, has anyone ever been going down the freeway and then they missed their exit? You miss the exit. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump off here, and you get off, and nothing looks like anything you're familiar with. And then Jesus is like, it's okay. I will be your GPS. Turn me on, and I'll show you the way. And so I really want to encourage you. It's like, hey, God sees you as that one. And he always wants you to be brought back to him, brought to completion, brought to, as Corey said, that grand connection. And as you do that, you get to realize, hey, God really does love me. Because he left everyone else to come get little old me. So with that, that's the discussion I have for tonight. Any thoughts, comments, bitterness, frustrations, arguments, and or disagreements, they're all welcome at this time. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this parable, honestly. Thank you for pointing this out, Nick. Just to back off what you were saying, Becca, it's truly important that everyone joins, you know? Even the one loss is too many, honestly. And this world has so many lost people already, so Jesus knows the price of one is just, it's not right. It's too much already.
Yes.
So everyone's important.
Thank you for the lesson. Sorry. It's just amazing to know that we were all that lost sheep, and like God would just sacrifice everything just to go after you. Like he'll leave the ones that are good.
Yeah.
Like the 99, they're already together. They already have that fellowship. They already have the community.
Yeah.
You know, they can look after each other. But that one that wandered off didn't want that security, so he went on his own way. And to know that God would go after the one who went away, and like me, I was the one that went away, and he brought me back. Like he brought me back to the fold. So it's just awesome to know that he knows when to leave and when to go. And so it's awesome to see that he went back to me.
Awesome. Still here.
Yeah, I love this parable. I think it shows the importance of that one. Because so many times I could just go by my day and not like share with someone or not try to connect with someone spiritually. And then, but then it says here that he cares for that one. So it's like if he cares for that one, we shall too. And we should go after that one, even if it's just one that comes up the whole day of trying to get someone. It's
Definitely.
worth it.
Wow.
Yeah, so just real quick, I heard like a story today, earlier, of some people in San Diego. I think Princeton was sharing about it. But sadly, some guy was trying to jump off a bridge in La Jolla. And, you know, it got me thinking about, you know, this parable, you know, like, you know, that one guy, he lost all hope, like, you know, you know, when you don't have God, like, you know, who can you turn to? Like, who knows what that person was going through, you know, to get to that situation, to want to do that. And it just makes me think, like, you know, whenever I'm out and about and God puts it on my heart to, like, talk to people or share with people, I call it caring, you know. You never know if that person is what they're thinking that day. Like, everyone matters. Like, you want to make sure that, you know, like, it makes me think, like, man, just hearing a story like that, it makes me, like, want to go out even more and look for those lost sheep that are hurting, that are sad. You never know. Like, some people look so happy on the outside, but on the inside, you don't know what they're struggling with.
Correct.
You know, so this parable was really meaningful, and it makes me think of that, like, you know, more eager to, like, you know, go out for the lost sheep. So thank you.
All right. Anyone else? All right, I said that's for last.
Yay. Okay, guys. So I think I really like the thought of like, okay, like, I don't think we remember like what it feels like to be lost. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we remember how that feels until we're actually like there. So fun story time, guys. So there's this, I was like here for I thought I was here for like 2 weeks. Like literally, like I literally just moved here. And I had a car, and I was taking Jenny home. And she doesn't even know, I don't think. But I dropped Jenny off, and she lived like 20 minutes from me. She was on, I think she was on Boulder or something like that. And I lived like literally like right off of like Maryland and like Flamingo. And so like it was just wild. So I had no idea where the heck I was. And my phone died. Right as she got out of the car, I went in her house, and I was like, I don't know where I am, and I grew up on a rock in the middle of the ocean, okay, like, it's my first time, like, living on a continent, okay, so I was like, oh my gosh, And guys, I hated the Luxor like with a passion when I first moved here because it just looked evil to me, man. It's like a black triangle, like what the heck? And a light comes out of it, like that looks so evil to me. But I was grateful for the Luxor that day, guys. Because there was this beacon of light in the middle of the sky. And I knew if I just drove towards that, I would eventually get home. It was really, really funny. But that feeling is like horrible. You know what I mean? Like when you're actually in it, I was literally like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Like I'm here in my car and I just don't know where I am. But once you actually find it, then it's great. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And so, as everyone was sharing, I was thinking about, like, you think about a shepherd, they bring the flock back together. But when they go and get that one, because sometimes you're like, I don't want to go back to God because I've done so much bad.
Yeah.
And so, what the shepherd does when he finds the lost sheep, he breaks its legs.
Yeah.
And then he carries it on his shoulders.
It's true.
And then he bandages it up and he heals it up so it knows, hey, you need to stay with the flock.
Yeah.
And
He's
so,
gonna run away again.
yeah.
Like honestly, he's gonna run away again if you put him back with the 99.
And so you may feel like God's beating up on you right now in your life. And it's because he's trying to bring you home.
Amen.
And so embrace the pain because he loves you. Because you think about your parents, they probably used to beat you. My parents beat me, let's be real. It's like, you did what? Oh, go pick your switch. It's okay. And I think I turned out okay. And so we really want to make sure that, hey, we're not missing out on what God's calling for us because we're thinking that the hard times is him trying to punish us instead of him trying to discipline us. So that's the discussion for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Sunday service is back at the counter 5 p.m. and we will be back here next Friday.
Yay.